Hey, it's the pop culture news freak here, aka Mr. Manual over and guys and wrestling truths not your sports, just chilling. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, of course, as always, Odyssey, Brighteon, Richie, etc., Odyssey again, on Reddit, and of course, any other social media platforms, so just in case it's channel gets shut down, or terminated, or shadowbanned, and of course, mine too, and all that stuff. Anyways, my guys, this happened about 2 days ago, exactly, at this point. You guys, if you didn't watch my other older reaction, which is from yesterday, actually, but you guys are probably watching it Saturday instead because I did the video reaction yesterday. A little bit more extra hype video on that one compared to the one that I did, or I'm doing right now. As of right now, I'm recording this video about Miss CEO, CFO, millionaire, billionaire, probably a trillionaire at this point. Susan freaking Wojcicki. Just like literally 2 days ago, just stepped down as probably one of the most millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, wealthiest mother effers on the planet. And this is the thing. Honestly, like I already did a video like in 2015 and then again like 2017 or 18 about this girl. I think already, but not officially strictly about Susan. I think it was just me bullshitting and complaining about how much BS fucked up crap censorship YouTube was still going on, especially during the 2015-16 time. That whole apocalypse was going down, which granted, even though it said I was always getting money, like I barely got anything at all. I only got maybe like 5 cents, maybe $2, $3, $5 at the most a month when I still was monetized with YouTube from like 2012 to like 2015 before 2016. They just cut me off completely because I didn't have over 1,000 subscribers. No, granted, both of my channels combined was 1,000 subs, but of course that wasn't going to count as a separate channel. Anyways, yeah, not enough of the BS aside. Only one small little news I was going to talk about besides this one was another thing that ended up being really crazy as heck about like I said before, I know I talked about it a little bit. I think when I was doing that whole Shazam, not Shazam too, but what was it called? And when I was doing the Flash reaction review video, if you watched all 22, 23 minutes of that whole reaction instead of just the 3 minutes that was just about the trailer, like you know what I was talking about. It was about the whole thing that happened, the trail derailment thing from Ohio and all that. God arrest all those people's souls. You know, granted, nobody died or something, but like, I don't know, animals, unfortunately, they died slowly. And my personal opinion, as far as it being a not real thing or fake, it's a government cover up and shit like that. I don't know about that part. I'm not sure. It may be, it may not be. And then I watched this other dude. If you've been on my channel for a long time, you know what I'm talking about. That whole thing, I'm not even surprised. You guys remember in 2016, 17, I think, when I was subscribed to this one dude. He used to be on YouTube, but of course, they completely permanently banned him off this site completely, which it's a bitch, honestly. It's a real huge bitch. It's a pain in the ass. Another dude's not on YouTube anymore. I mean, he still has one channel left. I'll leave to see if I leave the link in the description box down there, but it's different content compared to what he's doing on B-Shoot and all that. Yeah, so like I was saying before, ladies and gentlemen, like this dude I used to follow back in the day, he ended up getting completely banned from the site. Like I said, he has another one called Jailbreak Overland, but like I said before, I'll say it again. I'll leave that in the description box down below if you want to check out the dude's channel. But the other sites, like he has ones mainly on BitChute, Odyssey, or maybe Brighteon, I don't know. And then he has his own little mini site, tv.com. So there's that. Links in the description box down below if you want to check it out. But anyways, I'm gonna read the other news article first before I get to this one. So I'm gonna read this one here because it's a super long ass. I guess it's probably a PR plus speech. Somebody probably wrote this for her. I doubt it. She meant this on their own. Highly doubt it. So yeah, let's go to PCnews.com. Alright, so it says, like I was saying before, YouTube CEO, CFO, however you want to say it, CEO, CFO, whatever her title was, not anymore. Unless she's still going to be working behind the scenes from what I heard. Susan Wojcicki steps down after 9 years at the helm. This is from Mike Cant. The credit cards due from this dude. YouTube's chief production officer Neal Mahon will be taking over as YouTube CEO. Remains as an advisor of Google, their company Alphabet. Links down below if you want to check this out yourself. I'll leave the links down in the description box below in case this fucking, what's it called? This news thing decides to like want to crash and not respond to me, unfortunately. And I'm not even surprised if it does. So, let's finally begin. I'm yapping on way too fucking long. Yeah, I'm playing some old Spyro music from back in the day with the reignited version. So, really, truly continues. I wanted to make this video short too. I don't want to be too long. So, after nearly decades after YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki is stepping down to focus on her family and personal products, says, quote, "This is the right time for me, and I feel I'm able to do this because of an incredible leadership team in place at YouTube." So there's that. Ariana Wojcicki wrote in the announcement to employees. Wojcicki, I don't know why it's spelled like that. I think they spelled it wrong. I don't know. Is handing over the reins to YouTube Chief Production Officer, Mr. Neal Mahon, which will help launch the products at the video streaming service, including YouTube TV, YouTube Music, TikTok competitor YouTube Shorts. I don't know. That one's, even if it's the same as TikTok, it's just, I don't know. It depends on what you like watching a lot, or just want to have nice short 1, 2, 3 minute clips, or 5 minute clips at the most, I guess. Ad-free YouTube premiums. However, Susan Wojcicki isn't leaving YouTube entirely. Not surprised. She'll assume an advisory role with Google, which owns YouTube, and its parent company, Alphabet. Says, quote, "In short terms, I plan to support Neal and help with the transition and will include continuing to work with some of the YouTube teams, coaching team members, and meeting up with creators." She had it, which the people are probably 1 or 10 million plus subscribers that they're going to meet with. I'm going to skip those two because I don't really care too much for it. So I'm going to make this short ass video, but it's probably not going to fucking happen now. Anyways, move on, my friends. However, Wojcicki has faced plenty of challenges leading into addressing the shit that will piss me the flying hell off, because it's actually fact, in my opinion, not fucking misinformation. Fucking retards. But anyways, conspiracy theories and hate speech over the platform. In addition, she oversaw controversial changes such as suspending, the orange man dude, Mr. Trump, at the Times account, removing the dislike button in an effort to prevent harassment against video creators. That was probably the dumbest fucking decision YouTube CEO decided to do, in my opinion. I thought it was extremely silly, because nobody wasn't even asking for that thing at all in the first place. If they were, it was probably a very tiny, small minority group. But other than that, most people weren't asking for that shit at all. But let's move on. Oh, excuse me. Wojcicki's departure comes shortly after Alphabet laid off 12,000 people across the tech giant, including some of the staffers at YouTube. Totally was not aware about that. However, Wojcicki expects the video sharing platform to continue its prosperous, quote, with all we're doing across short streaming subscriptions together with the promises of AI. YouTube's most exciting opportunities are ahead. And Neal is right person to lead us. With Susan Wojcicki, and once again, overall thoughts, views, and opinions. This video shouldn't have been as long as it was. I didn't even get to talk about what I wanted to talk about, but I'll just do this first and I'll talk about that part at the end. I'm not gonna feel bad for the chick. I mean, this girl, like every other CEO, CFO of every other multi-million, billion, trillion-dollar company, like, they're gonna rise and ride out to the sunset in their nice, expensive yacht, expensive helicopter, big-ass 6G, 10G, freaking, like, mega airplane that they probably own. And, never have to worry about a problem in their life ever again, really, in my opinion. I mean, everyone else in the lower middle class, like my poor ass, it's like, gonna have to worry about a fuck ton of problems over for her. That doesn't mean nothing, bro. She's gonna do her own thing, and, she's just pretty much gonna live out whatever the fuck out of the fantasy she was probably already living out in the first place, honestly. And is the YouTube thing with Michael Mahon going to be better? In my opinion, Neal Mahon. I keep calling him Michael or something. Nafi Mahon. It's Neal Mahon. Yeah. No. In my opinion, I know I'm a pessimistic. Usually, I'm a negative piece of crap. Anyways, most of the time. Sometimes IRL I'm like that, but not all the time. Unless it's anything about anime, manga, video games, movie shit, then I'll be cool and happy and positive about it. Just occasionally, sometimes. Anything else outside of that, I'm not going to give a shit. Just like this one. But with Susan, she's leaving YouTube forever, yeah. But she's still going to be a CEO somewhere else in Google. So, in a way, she's not leaving 100%. She's only halfway leaving. So, obviously, YouTube's been owned by Google since like 2010. And I know that for a fact hasn't changed. But let me get to the other thing real quick from Deadline, since this one's not going to open up for a little bit for Deadline. And it's a real long one. So, Susan Wojcicki asking Susan, CEO YouTube production officers behind to step up from Joe Goldsmith. I'm just going to read a little bit of that. Neal Mahon, the company's chief production officer since 2015, will step as SVP and the head of company and division Google. Wojcicki joined co-founder Larry Page and Sergey Brin, was nearly in the start as a Stanford graduation student, building a new search engine with now amongst the largest, most powerful, and most valuable companies on the planet. In fact, Google's headquarters were once located in Wojcicki's garage. That's crazy, man. It's insane how far those motherfuckers came. She created a series of key products for Google and helped them orchestrate its acquisitions to YouTube in 2006, and a stock deal worth $1.6 billion. Holy shit. And there's a whole long-ass list of stuff she says. You guys can read that part, but, yeah, like I said, I'm not going to feel bad. Whatever this chick does, she's going to do. I don't care. And it is what it is. I mean, I know, like, one quick thing. If you made it to the end of this video, I will mention this. And if you knew me IRL, especially if you knew my teens and my 20s, you know how much of a freaking simp, absolute simp, pervert, hentai, sort of hentai, Rule 34 addict I was back in the day. Especially when it came to, like, older chicks and older, like, women that were, MILF chicks. I'm not even talking about that show, whole MILF Manor thing. I heard about it a little while back. Honestly, I don't really get rat's ass because some old crappy mainstream news, even if it's for entertainment. It's still, to me, that's just mind controlling numbness, personally. Yeah, as far as the other thing goes, yeah, I will say this. I mean, I've seen a bunch of pictures of her, and if you've seen the thumbnail, obviously, you know what I'm talking about. You had to see the thumbnail of this video. Man, if she was just a random, normal chick on the street, yeah, she'd be super, absolutely, very sexually attractive, hot-looking chick. I'll admit it. Very, very super pretty, nice legs and nice cute booty. I'll admit that shit if she was a normal person. Unless she's a millionaire, billionaire, and it was pretty much, freaking, I'm not gonna say tyrant, because I'm not. But even though granted she did interviews with all these YouTubers, they were just the real world ignorant YouTubers. She didn't guarantee you not giving them time of day to talk with the ones that are like under 100,000 plus subs or less than that. So we're just little like worms to this chick, honestly, in my opinion. That's how I think. And as far as anything else goes, I was going to talk about this other thing, like I was saying before, my dude, Jailbreak Overlander, aka freaking RFB. I will say this about him. Oh, and after that, like, this freaking layoff here, man, it sucks for these dudes that lost their jobs. Anyways, yeah. That whole thing that was about the whole unidentified flying object shit. It could be a creepy UFO thing happening. I heard about this in 2016-17. It might be a personal psyop thing. I don't know. Fake, real, I'm not sure. It's whatever the U.S. or just the NWO, One World War Government, United Nations, aka there. And whatever end up fake blue beam project they decide to put, in my personal opinion, that's what's probably going to be. It's not the first time I heard about this. I saw little balloon objects like this before. I mean, I'm not no scientist or weather meteorologist. I'm nothing in that field. But that was just some freak ass shit. And I even saw another video. I know I'm going to go like down below because BitChute. I don't like in trouble with fucking YouTube like that. Hey, it's some real freaky shit. It looked like a jellyfish. And they started doing this thing. And shout out to my boy, like I said, this RFB dude for a while. If it's real, it sucks. If it happens in 2025 or before 2030, I'm not going to be surprised if some sort of crazy event happens. I know I'm not going to get fooled by it, that's for sure. And that's it. That's all I got to say for now. I'm done here. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, those families, and those type of mothers. See you next week as a day. Good night. With English out there. So make sure you can channel, get a video missions once in a while. And remind me news, searches, dramas, you know, news, reaction, review video segments. That's it. Take it easy. Peace out. Just bye. See you on the flip side. Later.